Hmm. I hate seeing them on top of the table. I despise their fan base. There's too much good vibes about them at the moment. I'm sorry. We have to get a W here. I'm sorry. We've got to find a solution.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea versus Arsenal match preview is finally upon us. This is going to be a blockbuster game. There's going to be a lot of animosity moving into this game. Obviously, there's the Aubameyang derby, playing for Arsenal, now playing for Chelsea. And I'm sick and tired of this team. I really am. This Arsenal Football Club, they've been embarrassing us in recent times quite a bit. Obviously, we got the victory against them last season at the Emirates, courtesy of Romelu Lukaku playing a blinder of a match. And since then, everything went south for Romelu Lukaku and for Chelsea Football Club as well. But to see this Arsenal Football Club on top of the Premier League table and the kind of football that they're playing, it's just annoying. It's just annoying. We've got to find a solution. Graham Potter needs to do something out of his bag. I don't know what he's going to do, but I hope he gets it right. We need to have a flawless game. We need every team member to be on top of their performance. No mishaps, no misunderstanding, no mistakes. Can't give away anything for free. And we need to squeeze out a victory. I mean, we're coming off the back of, if you take away the Champions League victory against Dinamo Zagreb and solely focus on the Premier League, draw against Brentford, draw against Man United, whooping, against Brighton in their hands, getting whooped 4-1 and completely played out of the park. This, for me, has to be a W. I know a lot of people will say, Miz, it's going to be difficult. I know it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy. And we're probably not favourites. For the first time, after a long time looking at this fixture, we're probably not favourites because for the past few seasons, we've been the favourites. Even the results not always going our way. In fact, our record at Stamford Bridge isn't that good. Last season, Eddie Nketiah turned into Thierry Henry, prime Thierry Henry, and then you had Emile Smith-Rowe, who was running amok as well. But, this is probably after a long time where we're not the favourites. I need these players to step up, man. I need these players to feel something deep inside at home at Stamford Bridge and get that victory, believe. Can we possibly do it? Why not? Why not? It's not like it's a far-fetched situation. Our team is not pathetic. We can put up a performance that can get a victory, but it needs discipline. It needs a strategy. They're going to come hard at us. The only way Arsenal know how to play football is possession-based football and high intensity with a lot of pace. They're not going to set up a mid-block or a low block at Stamford Bridge and allow us to play. That's not what they do. We know their brand of football. We can even tell you what their lineup is going to be. Gabriel Jesus down the middle, Saka on the right, Martinelli on the left, Odegaard just behind. In the middle, you're going to have Xhaka and Partey. Out wide, you're probably going to have Ben White and Zinchenko, maybe Kieran Tierney. And in the middle, you're going to have Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba. And in the goalkeeper position, you're going to have Ramsdale. We know what their setup is going to be, and they're going to come at us hard. But we need to show some grit. We need to show some character. We cannot allow this team to just merrily go about their business and continue on the way they have been in the Premier League. Let us be the team that puts a dent on them. Man City squeezed out a big victory against Fulham. It looked like it was done for them. Cancelo being red carded and Erling Haaland once again scoring right at the end. Let's not keep Arsenal in this title race. Let's be the team that gets that victory. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get straight into the lineup. We'll talk about a little bit in regards to Ben Chilwell and his injury. There's a news that's out. We'll cover that right at the end. I think we've covered it anyway previously, but this is the setup I'm going with. Some of you guys may agree, some of you guys may not agree, but this is just the way I feel. I don't think Graham Potter will do this. I don't know. This is what I would do against Arsenal. So let's check it out. I'm going with a back three, wing backs, possibly three in midfield, but one of the midfielders advanced to help out the two up front attackers. So The reason I'm going for this is I need as much as defensive support as possible. Arsenal, with the way they move, with the way they pass the ball, with pace, it's going to be a struggle, and we don't want to be stretched out. We don't have certain personnel to allow us to play the kind of football that we want to play. Reece James is a huge miss, huge miss. And, on the other side as well, Cucurella is not in his best form. Chilwell is injured as well. In the middle, there always seems to be some sort of imbalance, although I may put a surprise package here, so do look out for that. And also Thiago Silva, we saw what Brighton was able to do to Thiago Silva, and perhaps giving Thiago Silva a little bit more assurance in and around him is probably going to be worthwhile. So that's why I'm going with 3 at the back. And as I said, they're probably going to have most of the ball, and we're going to have to look for the counter. This is the notion. This is the story. This is how it's going to all pan out in my mind. I don't know how it's really going to pan out in reality, but in my mind, that's how I see it going down. So first up, ladies and gentlemen, Mendy. Kepa is still injured. Well, Kepa is injured till till the World Cup comes, so he's not going to feature anymore. So it's going to be Mendy from here on in, which is absolutely fine. Back 3 for me, ladies and gentlemen. Koulibaly. He's been saying that he's looking forward to this game. He's not injured, so I need him to continue on. I don't want to see Cucurella in that position. Sometimes Cucurella can play that, but right now I'd rather have him in that wing-back position. I think he'll be better suited there. In the middle, Thiago Silva. I think him in a back 3 is far better than being in a back 2. Not that he can't play in a back 2, but I'd rather have him in a back 3, especially in this match with the electric pace that Arsenal has. And let's be honest, he's our best defender, and we need our best defender to play today. Chalobah on the right side to give protection to this particular player right here, the wing back, and I'll get to who that wing back is. But for the time being, this is the 3 that I'm going with. Koulibaly, Silva, Chalobah. That is our strongest defensive setup, and we need that. Against Arsenal, we need to have some sort of a stronghold in defense. We need to be able to shut them out, especially Gabriel Jesus, who's going to be a menace in that middle. Sometimes he plays as a striker, sometimes he drops into the midfield, sometimes he'll go out wide and help out the wingers. We need all that support, and players like Martinelli on our right side and Saka on that left side, on our left side, we need to have these 3 players to support. Okay, Azpilicueta. I know I've been laughing about this. I know a lot of you guys have been dreading this, but Aspi probably will play as a wing-back in this particular match. I can't see how Ruben Loftus-Cheek, or some people have been saying Chalobah in a back 4 and Chalobah being the right back. I don't think that will just stretch us out too much. Ruben Loftus-Cheek maybe going forward might give us something, but defensively, Ruben Loftus-Cheek is probably going to be easy meal for Martinelli. Not that Aspi won't be, but at least Aspi has some sort of defensive IQ. So I'm going with Aspi in that situation, not so much for really bombing up and giving us some width, but more just be tight. Along with Chalobah, be tight and double up on Gabriel Martinelli if you can. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping for. On that left side, it's going to be Marc Cucurella. And this is where I'm looking for Marc Cucurella to showcase his pace, showcase his ball-playing ability, and give us that, that added support on the left side, just going up forward. I know there's going to be Bukayo Saka there, and he's got to marshal that area along with Koulibaly, but whenever you get the chance, Cucurella, you need to support and bomb up. And yeah, your lungs need to have an overtime drive for tomorrow's match. So I'm looking for support from Cucurella, not so much from Azpilicueta, but I'm pretty sure Aspi, whenever he'll have the opportunity, he'll probably look to go up as well. In the middle, as the deepest midfielder, Jorginho. We need some sort of control. We need to have some sort of control. And there's no better midfielder at the moment in our team than Jorginho in terms of giving us control, that ability to dictate the tempo a little bit and not just have Arsenal Football Club run ragged all over us. So Jorginho, whenever we want to build up, whenever we want to, beat their press, that's the kind of player that I want to be able to one-touch pass our way at times from danger. I know some of you guys might say, Miz, he's going to get pressed to the hills. Look, man, Jorginho, we've seen he can do a very good job. And the history against Arsenal, you'll remember, he's done very well against Arsenal. Whenever we've not played Jorginho against Arsenal, we've not always done well. So I'm going with Jorginho to give us some sort of, balance in midfield and not get our, like completely destroyed and decimated. Zakaria plays just next to Jorginho, and probably at times, whenever he sees the opportunity, can be box to box and reach these areas just outside the box over here, much like what he did against Zagreb. Defensively is what I'm looking for. Zakaria, very strong from what I saw. And I know this game, the pace might be a bit electric, but this is what I want to see from Zakaria. Can he handle it? This is the match I need him to protect our CBs, our wing backs, midfielders, and really try and dominate, Xhaka and Thomas Partey, and give us that size, give us that physical advantage in the midfield. So Zakaria and Jorginho played really well against Zagreb. I want to continue that on. I'm going to come back to this player in midfield. This is the surprise player for me. As I said, look, this is the way I would go with, more as a counter-attacking approach. At times, maybe if we have some possession, and as Arsenal, they tire, their bench is not the strongest, maybe that's when we can start exploiting them. Up front, ladies and gentlemen, Aubameyang. This is your match, brother. This is your match. There's been you've been doing a lot of talk, Aubameyang. You've been doing a lot of videos. I'm back. I'm ready. I'm blue. It's not personal. It's time for you to deliver, Aubameyang. And I know you're going to be hell focused to get this done and get this victory against Arsenal. So use that motivation. You start from me up front. Next to you, I need this brother to click into gears this game. Undoubtedly, Sterling overall hasn't been explosive enough in recent times. This is the game, Sterling. This is the game. I need you to pick it up and be that big man. And combined with Aubameyang, I need both Sterling and Aubameyang to own this game. If we have a slim chance of winning, it's got to come from Sterling and Aubameyang. In my personal opinion, these two players, they've got to show us why they're rated. Do you know what I mean? Why they're still, some of the top players in world football. You've got to step up for Chelsea Football Club and do the job for us in this particular match. We're looking forward to you guys. We're looking up to you guys to do the trick for us. Now, in regards to this particular player, as we're going to be, in my opinion, this is how I see the match going, more of a counter-attacking team. I think this player, he knows everything about counter-attacking football from Crystal Palace days. I think it suits him. He's an engine. He will run around. He will chase around. He will try and win the ball back, win his duels in midfield, create havoc. But the most important thing is with the ball, on the break. I think he's going to be the outlet that is going to be linked up with Sterling and Aubameyang, and hopefully can arrive at the box as well. Hopefully he can finish. That's what I'm hoping for. This is what he did for Crystal Palace. So that's my trump card. I know some of you guys might say, what about Mason Mount? Mason Mount and Gallagher, almost a similar kind of player for me. I know Mason maybe add a little bit more up front, but maybe not. Gallagher potentially can do that. We've seen what he did against Crystal Palace with the shot. Obviously, he missed that goal against Brighton, but I'm giving Gallagher an opportunity here because I feel like this could be second nature to him. Do you know what I mean? This could be natural habitat for Gallagher. So Cucurella, Azpilicueta as the wing-backs, whenever they see right to bomb up, they can bomb up. I'm not expecting Azpi to bomb up too much. Probably Cucurella, but really Gallagher. Gallagher on the break. Whenever Arsenal stuffs up in our end and we want to move quick, if Jorginho or some of the CBs can release the ball to Gallagher, and then we can find Sterling and Aubameyang, sneak in a 1-0 victory. That's probably what I'm hoping for, ladies and gentlemen. And let's do it at Stamford Bridge. Let's put a dent on Arsenal Football Club and shatter their dreams of any title challenge, dreams that they're thinking about, and be the club that just takes all of that away from them. And also at Stamford Bridge, let's win, man. Let's win against this team. It's been a while since we were the underdogs, and maybe that kind of suits us. So Mendy in goalkeeping position, Koulibaly, Silva, Chalobah, Cucurella, Jorginho, Zakaria, Azpilicueta, Gallagher, Sterling, Aubameyang. That's my lineup, ladies and gentlemen. That's the lineup that's going to get this shock victory against Arsenal Football Club. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your feelings moving into this game. How do you like that lineup? What would you do? How would you beat Arsenal Football Club? What is their weakness in your opinion? Please say all of that in the comment section below. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. We will have a stellar stellar watch along tomorrow. We'll actually start an hour before the game so we can discuss about the lineup and have a tremendous watch along. Hopefully we get the victory as well. Until next time, see ya.